What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, man. You guys, if you guys want to hear the phone call from the porter that was there, that says he's the one who cleaned up the mess, right? When this happened to Tory Lanez, this individual who is speaking, allegedly his name is Savage. I believe he says that he was, homies with this fool Sonny, right? Which is kind of weird, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna bring you the content. I was listening to the phone call when I found it, and this man, basically tells a story from beginning till end, right? So if you want to hear what he has to say, go ahead and hit the 3 minute mark, right? But he does talk a little bit about the incident, pretty much. I'll give you a couple little details. One detail that he did debunk is that a riot's going to kick off from the Mexicans and the, blacks because of Tory Lanez, right? It wasn't like that. And another thing he debunks is the whole Tory Lanez getting at his wife at visit. This individual says that Sonny never mentioned that, and there was no visit that week, so how could that be possible, right? So he speaks out about the real reason why he poked up Tory Lanez, right? And this individual was homies with Sonny, right? He says he was there right in front of him, watched it happen. He's the porter. He said he had to clean up the mess after. He said he didn't even think homeboy made it with all the, all the, let's just say all the water that leaked out of his body, right? He said he thought that he was unalived. But hey, there's a lot of narratives on the internet, right? And this is coming straight from a porter who was there, who actually watched it go down, and pretty much debunks all of these theories. So you guys could go ahead and put all that race war and calling on your people to unite and all that fakery, right, for views, because nobody knows nothing. I came across this call. I listened to it. Hey, and I thought it would be good to put it up there, touch bases, and listen to the call and let you guys decide, what's really going on. Hear the truth for yourself. Of course, it's coming from that side, but as a content creator, we're going to bring it to the world and we're going to listen to this, right? Because this man was standing there and everybody has a theory on what happened, but he debunks every single theory out there. Man, it's a wild situation. He says the reason why he poked up Tory Lanez is because Tory Lanez was talking bad about this individual, I guess, on the yard. This individual gave him a fair warning. He told him he don't play like that. He'll poke him up. Tory laughed, kept talking, kept going around talking about him. Homeboy got him. That was coming straight from the porter's mouth that was standing there in front of this while it happened. So let's get into the conversation, the whole phone conversation, man. You guys go ahead and help me out. Hit that like button so we can get this out there. We can get the truth out there. This ain't a black versus Mexican thing. We got to kill that. He wasn't stabbed over a visit. We got to kill that too. You know what I'm saying? And that's definitely going to happen here. Ring the notification bell. Make sure you smash on the like. Make sure you drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. After the video, let's see if I point anything out. And then if I don't, salute to you guys. Let's go.
Call from
Ephraim Byers.
an incarcerated individual at the California Correctional Institution, Tehachapi, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Alright, you hear me? So look, this is what really happened, right? So basically, we wake up early in the morning, right? The plug line down, my door opens, right? And I walk out, and the homie's right there standing there, and he calls me over, and he's like, Savage, come here. And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, bro, I'm about to get this nigga. And I was like, who? He's like, Tory. I was like, for what? And he's like, this fool keeps on talking shit. And I already told him, I don't play like that, bro. I'm going to get you if you don't talking shit. So then I was like, all right, don't trip. I'm right here. So then all of a sudden, that fool's door opens, that fool comes out, and then that fool runs up on him, and that fool starts stabbing that fool. But you can just tell that that fool got his lungs punctured, because when he was laying on the ground, he's right there yelling, help, please, stop, help. and you can just hear him breathing like, you see him popping up blood and some more shit. But it's just crazy, all these little stories going around that aren't even true, talking about there's going to be retaliation and some more shit, because if there was retaliation, it would have happened right there, you know what I'm saying? One of the blacks did try to hop up, and I told him, bro, you better sit down, bro, because if you hop up and get involved, you all know all the messages are going to jump, and it's going to be bad for you, bro. And you don't owe no money. How does a millionaire owe money in prison? That's bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And there was no visits that day, so how the fuck is there going to be some shit visit? I mean, I don't know if that shit really happened, but I know that day, the homie didn't tell me nothing about this boy was talking to my bitch, or he got in my bitch at visits, none of that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what really happened. You feel me? I was right there. I'm a porter. I had to clean up his blood right there, mopping up all that fool's blood. I thought that fool died, but I guess not. But it's just crazy, all the little crazy ass stories that are going around that aren't even true. But that's literally what happened from someone that was right there, seeing the whole shit, watched it happen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Now, this is a wild situation. It sounds more accurate. And you know what? Like, this individual being there, witnessing it, this homie Sonny being his homeboy, you know, hey, that homie stood there and watched him butcher that individual, right? And it makes sense why nobody jumped in, because, you know, if you're speaking loud on somebody, it doesn't matter what side you're on, free world, locked up, you're going to have to answer for that, right? So you guys could go ahead and kill that whole race war, you know, calling for blacks to unite against Raza to unite, you know, against blacks. And, you know, will there be riots and you know, like all that. You heard what he said. It's debunked. He didn't owe no money. He was a millionaire. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, he did not get at nobody's female and visiting. It's crazy, man, because, you know, creating content, you know, it's a difficult job, right? But, you know, you just got to sit back sometimes, wait. It's kind of like fishing, homies. And you just gather the right information, look at it as a content creator standpoint, and let you guys be the judge, right? So go ahead and drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, man. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Shout out to my members. Hey, I definitely highly appreciate you guys all, man. Ring that notification bell and let me know what you guys think, man, about this wild phone call. Man, this is the craziest. It sounds the most accurate that I've heard, you know, and all the stories being debunked. All these YouTubers say they have all the intel, but at the end of the day, homie, all it takes is patience. Don't be the one to rush and drop it. Don't be the first one to drop something. Sit back, relax, do your homework, find the best content, and drop it for your audience. So go ahead and hit that like button, help the video get out there so everybody can hear the real truth, and we can kill that whole race war. Respect to all my brothers from you know, Mexican to brown. It's all love and respect. With that being established, I'm Kelly Active Media, and we out.